the day of the full moon in, want to say Sagittarius, sidereally. But what holds my excitement the most is that it's also the strawberry moon, or the berry moon, depending on where you are. But that's really exciting, especially with New Jersey having so many berry fields. This is like peak season. Granted, it's a little, seasonal weather, right? It's like been getting good berries for a couple weeks now. But like the ones that are about to come out for the rest of these couple summer weeks, I'm just hoping. But the flowers bloomed a little differently this year, so be on the lookout for that. I think, yeah, coming into a more rhythmic place with my own schedule has been very helpful with all the energy moving and not forcing systems on myself that do not work. So that's definitely a really big piece of just what this past month has been for me and how I see things continuing to evolve. I will be getting my next round of prolotherapy injections into my knee. Like I was mentioning yesterday, like the extended legs in the Chandra Namaskara definitely is aggravating, but something that I can bring up today, so that when I do get injections, maybe we focus more on the areas, that are acting up when I do that movement, because I don't really have issues with my left knee. My left side of my body is pretty strong. Exception of, my neck and shit's been hurting lately, but that's on me for carrying heavy stuff. But yeah, my right side's definitely the side that needs a bit of work. So just continuing to listen to my body, right? Like that yoga sequence doesn't work for me. I can still teach it. But I do not have to, participate in that specific stretch, right? I think another thing about like just teaching we gotta get more comfortable with is that not only, yay, they got it to work. Not only do I need to know all the poses, know alternatives to offer up, right? But like, I'm also going to be not just on my mat the entire time. And that is definitely something that, is a skill I need to build and work on. So that'll be fun. I don't think it's gonna get quieter anytime soon, so I'm gonna just get started with my moon salutations and then come back and yeah. got done doing a couple rounds of moon salutations, being the assisted method. That came out a little bit later. And then after a while, it just wasn't doing for my body like what a sun salutation does. And like they're not supposed to be the same, right? Like sun salutation is this energetic warming flow. And moon salute is supposed to be this cooling down effect on you. But I do think even if they're opposites, like they're supposed to do a very similar reaction to your body with a little twist. So like it definitely is great to do the lateral movement. It feels really good in the like it feels good in the hips a little bit, but I think this one felt just good, like doing some windmills and getting some different motion like that going in the body. So it definitely felt good, but like, and also I was not doing the full ones, so that could also be a thing too. I was standing up for this practice. Yeah, I came into like a lunge. I didn't come into like a knee on ground ever. But I think even if I did come into a lunge, I don't think it would have changed necessarily the physical experience. Doesn't sound quite right because it would have changed the physical experience, but it's just different when let me get up and do it. It's a different experience when you're coming like and then a forward fold and then a movement and doing a lunge, right? Like this is all different. Because that forward fold's not necessarily in either of them. This is kind of similar even if you're doing like the regular, the newer version. But then you're not getting that Ashtanga Namaskara. And I think that, especially for like your shoulders, is going to be really important to get in. So like just having this movement, almost that block. Having that movement is extremely helpful. Down and back up, right? Like I think that's extremely helpful to, not even necessarily like cooling down your body, but I think it's important because it's a good full body motion. And then of course coming into the Pratyasana, right? And you're pushing your body up and back. So I like that full body experience that version gives. Where you're doing a half moons. And I think that one works a lot for me. But what I do like about the Chandra Namaskara, like the 1989 version, that's the lateral movement, right? Like I do think it is nice. You have your legs and your half moon, but then being able to, you're opening up and then pushing over to the side, coming into a triangle and like opening all this side of the body, I think is pretty cool. And then, you do come into like that lunge, and like that's helpful. Um, but for this, you're not going to use it, right? So that's not coming into play. And then you're doing an extended leg. And that for me, it's where I get lost in this practice. Too much on my knee. But I do like this forward fold. Um, this forward fold does take out some of the like tension in the upper body, but then you're kind of going right back into using mostly just your lower body for this. Um, here, 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 right? And I think that squats are definitely something that's super useful. Um, 5-point stretch is also super nice. And helpful with posture, but yeah, it just doing a moon salute in the same manner as Surya Namaskara, sun salutation, it feels right in my body for the opposite cool down version, but I'll definitely keep vibing between moon salutations, especially after my injections are like good to get active again. But it is a lot. The extended knee stretch is a lot. So just something I need to be mindful of when teaching class ever with that in it, is that I'm gonna need an alternative. And I also don't really like the alternative, moon salute in the sense of like, yes, all the standing, but I do think it could be more like engaging left to right than it currently is. So not left to right, but like I think it could be more engaging if unable to do full movements. So yeah, if I can't do a full extended leg over, like doing one slightly neat, like um just like doing more of a I can't do that, right? Like also just going like this and then going like this, right? Like I think even that would still be a great hip opener, as opposed to losing that stretch completely. I'm sure there's a reason why they didn't do that. I don't know what it is. And what I feel like I've finally gotten comfortable with to a certain extent, because I do think there's a right or wrong way to do things in yoga, like absolutely, to a certain extent. But I think when it comes to sequencing, there's no right or wrong way. It should flow, it should make sense, and it should be balanced. I think those are the important factors that I'm just, becoming more comfortable with as I do the things for my daily practice. So that's definitely where our brain's at today for practice. Full moon's later tonight. Really excited about that. Also gonna make some raspberry clementine syrup. Celebrate this moon. So can't wait to share that with y'all later this week. And yeah, more moon salutations tomorrow. Definitely the seated ones.